One of the greatest pieces of advice I have ever heard for male self improvement, hands down, has you and I returning to the fundamentals tonight. As per usual, I will simply dive as deeply as I possibly can into the three aspects of this solid, magnificent piece of advice to help you live your best life possible as a man living in the modern era, going through the modern male human experience. And it goes just like this. You have to know who you are. You have to know where you are going. And this third one's my favorite. Possibly the most important. You must have a great time going there. That's what it is. I'm not saying this is the key to life for all of us as dudes interested in having better, in being better, in doing better. But wow, brother, what a formula. You just, if it could be a starting point, if this could be a foundation for you to work with for the rest of your life, you don't need a new basis when you lock this in. It's freaking awesome. But it requires you to understand and know who you are. And you need to have somewhere you want to go. This is where I'm headed. This direction. The world could be telling you, go this way, go that way, do this, do that, be like this, be like that. Cool. That's fine. I still really want to go this way because this is where I want to go. That's the thing about going somewhere. It does require you to move, though. Not even somewhere different to live. Oh, but you best believe you're going to be moving. It is simply the opposite of being still. And I'm getting ahead of myself. Knowing who you are, knowing where you're going, and you got to enjoy it, man. You got to love it. That's the goal. And I have trouble with loving mine. So it's definitely a work in progress. But you want to enjoy that process. You want to be able to find the peace and the joy in this is exactly what I want to do, as difficult, as challenging, as uncomfortable. But all right, let's start with the very first one, knowing who you are. This one tonight is going to be super anecdotal. Then again, on Pillars of the Man podcast, one is it not anecdotal? It's kind of all personal experiences. You know how I do, bro. If this is your first time on my show tonight, you'll learn very quickly. This is just stuff I live. So it's kind of like you take it for however you want to, and I really hope it helps. So when you want to know you, okay, this is who am I? Okay. When other people think of me, and it's not that you need to worry about or care about how they think about you, but when you are engaging with another soul, you are entering the perception of just somebody else. And if you're trying to live your best life, brother, you will most definitely run into other human beings. Maybe you'll run into me. You definitely running into somebody. And when that happens, who are you? How do you show up? What are you all about? What's your deal, bruh? Knowing who you are takes radical honesty. You need to use the truth. It must be grounded in the truth. I don't even want to go too deep on this because I have a horrible habit of going way too deep into a tangent and it ruins the whole episode. I just start rambling about something because I like to ramble. Right? And that's definitely not going to help me because I'm trying to be a podcaster, man. So allow me to really stay on this one. You need the truth without me going too deep. Because if you're not working with the truth, you're not actually working with anything. Like it's nothing. It's like I don't know, just non-existence. It's definitely not reality. Yeah, the dusty air that fades away, wind passing by, like it's just nothing. Truth allows you to not only grasp it, okay, but you can keep it. You can hold on to it. It will be the one thing that comes to mind immediately when you're trying to come across to somebody. Why do I say that? Because it's you. And when you are you, you do not need to fake it. I've never been a fan of fake it till you make it. That's a totally different episode. Fake it till you make it has a time and a place. I see the utility in it. But in terms of an unshakable principle for a man to apply himself, for him to implement for the rest of his life, get the heck out of here with that. No, we all about the real you, authenticity. And this requires you to get super honest here. When you are around certain things in your life, what gives you life? What gets you excited? What, breathes enthusiasm into you? It kind of supercharges you to just be really present in that moment. You're just really attentive. There's no need to wander away, not pay attention, get kind of daydreamy. I've been like that since I was a kid. It might be the ADHD, but after a certain point in a man's life, you can only blame the acronym for so long. It's really just, I just don't like you. I just don't like the stuff. So I want to really be around here. You got to figure that out, brother. And stay away from that stuff. It repels you. You're not about it. You don't like this. You like it because they like it. And when they're not around, you don't like it, then you don't like it, bro. Truth and honesty here. Your most powerful tool to begin really identifying who you are as a person. You look at your life. That's a wonderful place to start. That's where I started. Is this really what I want to do? And I would begin, just to try to make it a little bit easier for you, I would begin after you're done surviving. You're clocked out. You are not on your boss's schedule. Okay. They could call you, but you don't have to pick up because you just, you know what I'm saying, bro? You're not clocked in right now. This is not how this works. You leave me alone. I will deal with it when my shift resumes. That is not right now. Those kind of vibes, bro. Because we all need to survive. I'm going to keep on saying it because it's very tragically true. Being alive in the 21st century as a human being is expensive. How did this happen? How did we get here? Is it really capitalism? I don't know. I can't really blame capitalism because, like, brother, look at my stuff. You know, I feel like this is kind of where it all comes from. Oh, Lord, see, I'm at it again. And let me pull it back. You simply need to keep it real about what you want to keep and what you want to go. Get out of here. Get out of my life. I mean, if you have to act a certain type of way, you got to fake it. You got to put on some kind of front, some kind of persona to show off different parts of you in order to get liked, in order to get validated. That's not the real you. You're performing. You gotta put on that show and dance. Because if you're not doing that, then other people are like, oh, I don't want to be around you anymore. And that's actually a very good thing because I believe people should be around you when you are just you. I know that this isn't easy. This may require you to get brutally honest as you begin to cut out things from your life that have nothing to do with where you're trying to go, and that's up next. But before I get there, you have to know who you are. You want to be healthy or do you want to be unhealthy? This is just the truth. It's I used to get so triggered, so bothered, so in my feelings all the freaking time because I wasn't able to actually handle most of my own truths. It might take some time. It probably is going to hurt, but it will be one of the most important and amazing things that you'll ever be able to do for yourself. This is that kind of gift that only you can give you. I mean, you want to take the closest person you got. I don't know who that is, or even if you have anyone. But the point is that no matter who that person is, a parent, a mother, a father, a best friend, a sibling, whoever, a coach, a mentor, they're just not going to know you to the level where you really know you. This is getting into feelings. Yes, this is getting into consistent emotions. You always feel bad. You always feel negative. You're not really enjoying life when you're doing a particular thing, when you are hanging around a particular person. That's how you know. I don't actually really want these things. I don't actually want to be around these people. Because perhaps in order to have it or in order to vibe with them, you cannot be yourself, bro. You gotta be you. You have to figure out, I want my life to be like this. That requires a vision. That requires you to take some time and really just imagine it. What is it that I want to do with myself before it's all said and done? What are some of the experiences I feel like are non-negotiables for me? I Let me get extra real right here. I don't mind going first because I really want you to see this, bro. I just really want you to see what I see. And so for me in my life, okay, I will take you in to the personal world of Kumo real quick. And I have no idea. Disclaimer alert. I have no idea if any of these things are going to work out. I, See, that's the thing, bro. I just know it's me. I try not to worry so much about, this is who I am. This is me. I'm showing up like this in the world because I'm trying to go this way. And that way is marriage. I know. It's like the modernistic conditioning or just how popular culture and media will portray marriage doesn't make it look that attractive. And we keep it real here at the Pillars of Man. But for me, I don't care. It took me so long to get to this point where I could be mature enough and I could finally man up enough to just be like, it doesn't matter. Y'all do you in this way. And when I do me, I want to see what this is like. What's the hype all about? Hookup culture, situationships. That word triggers me. One night stands. Okay, we got getting entangled and whatnot. All sorts of the diabolical situations. Okay, we got hookups, we got meetups, we got meet and greets, and this is not greeting. This is way more than just greeting. What kind of meetup is this? And that's all sorts of ways people are attempting to do their personal definition of love. Okay, cool. Getting super grounded in yourself is allows me to say, because when I do that for me, I get to say, I want to see what it's really like to dedicate myself to one soul. How does this work? What happens when the shine wears off? You know her inside and out, pun intended, and she knows you in the exact same way. Honeymoon ended a long time ago. Y'all really together now. And it is to continue doing that whole together thing through the good times and the bad, through the sickness and the health. You are working, you are fighting to understand even the worst parts about this person. Because you love them enough, you are willing to deal with the worst parts of that person. And where it gets, I believe, and I've never even had this, brother, I'm kind of just talking right now. Literally. I mean, that's my podcast, but especially for this point, it seems to me it should work like this. You let me know. If you agree, you drop a comment down below. But I feel like it gets magical when you're doing that. Okay. It's like, yo, I hate this about you. This is crazy. Why can't you pick this up on your way out? It's really not that serious. Okay. Especially when you dropped it or you made the mess. And it's like, what is going on here? I have to live with you. And they're willing to do the same exact thing for you. That kind of love, that kind of monogamy, that kind of exclusivity, that kind of marriage. I want to do that. I want to then take that in that stage of love with a woman, my woman, I am her man. And it's a conversation that I would have to have with her. That's kind of how it works. I definitely can't do this by myself. That, you know what I'm saying? The science is not sciencing. It doesn't work like that. So you sit baby girl down and it's kind of like, all right, you down? How many? And then she's going to have to think about it and come up with a number and tell you that number. That number commonly is probably going to be between 1 and 5. And that's how many kids that's how many kids I would like to have. And then I'm going to see what this adventure is all about. Okay. Apparently, you blink and they're 16 and crashing your car. Something like that. And I want to see what that's all about. And then the last one, the biggest one, the most, like, the toughest one is definitely the financial freedom in order to support myself and everyone that I love. Okay. That would be her, and that would be the Rugrats. That's where I'm headed, brother. That's where I'm trying to go in life. Everything that I do every single day that I wake up is trying to support where it is that I'm going to end up, because that's where I want to go. What's it like? How do I get there? What's it going to look like? What's it going to take? And if you were to ask me at the end of all of this, you ask me, Kumo, how did you know for certain though? How did you figure it out? That's where you're trying to go, brother. And I would tell you, because I know myself well enough to the point. I mean, this is not, you know, something to perfect. I don't know if that's possible. This is just more of a beginning. This is the advent, the season 1, and the show revolves around you. This is all about you. But you got to get going. And it's just so hard to do that when you just have no idea who you are. Who am I? What do I want? Like, what do I like? What do I don't like? Like, what attracts me? What pisses me the frick off? Turns me on, turns me off. Okay. This looks super dope. Yo, this is heat. I want to see what's up with this. And then this is like, please stay away from me. Please stay away from me. I don't want any more of this. I'm good. Y'all go that way. I'll go this way, so we can just start getting away from each other. You gotta kind of dive into these aspects of your life as it's happening to you right now. And so I'll end on this first part of know who you are by you're just looking at what's happening to you right now. You're looking at what's happening to you, and you're getting radically truthful. You're getting brutally honest here, so that you can work with what is as real as possible in your life. What's up with that job, bro? You got to keep it real. Who are you around right now? Or are you not around anyone and that's not okay with you? You got to keep it real. How you look right now, like the shape that you're in. Okay. I got a muffin top too, brother. But what do you want to do about that though? Do you want to keep it? Keep it real. You want to keep it? Okay. You don't want to. You want to do something about this. I gotta get to run it. I gotta you know what I'm saying? Maybe for me, it's like, I think when people are driving by and they see me on the sidewalk jogging, it's like kind of, the Pillsbury Doughboy. Okay. I'm kind of jiggly like that. I'm kind of like chunky boy running, but I know I got to do it. I know the cardio, I need it. Bro. I need some sun. Okay. Looking super zombified out here. Getting some more sun. Okay. Some wind in my hair. All right. Breathing some fresh air. It's like, is this air really not that fresh though? Like indoor air? Okay. Forgive me. For my heart, for, okay. The muffin top. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing right here. Just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like going on dates or trying to walk up to a girl and then she starts giggling because she sees the very like chubby outline right here. It's tough, bro. It's really tough. When you have figured out who you are and you've really got that super dialed in, then now it gets more exciting. No, straight up. Straight up. It's like this is all coming from my personal philosophies of life. I didn't come up with this stuff. I just dig it. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. Clearly, I'm a big fan. Self-improvement so that you would do self-discovery. Know thyself. For all my Matrix 1 fans, the first scene with the Oracle, when Neo meets her, if you know, you know. And the very last one is slipping my mind right now. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It gets more exciting because now, okay, I'm grounded. I know what I want, what I don't want. I know myself well enough that this is what I want to explore. I want to be able to do this. This is a skill that I'm going to go after. This is something that I want to be able to do, something I want to participate in, something I want to engage with, something I want to offer the rest of the world. And it just keeps going. It just keeps going. Good Lord. I'm realizing maybe I should have done this as a 3-part series. Maybe I should have just done 1 episode per part, but it's too late for that now. So here we go. Off we go. Where are you going? My mentor taught me that's the vision. Conceived, I should say it like this: born here, conceived here. Because I want to say that the true vision of how you want your life to be. These are your hopes. These are your dreams. These are your outcomes. These are your goals. This is the finest encapsulation. Just what you would define as the most success until the day that you die. I want to say it's born here because you feel it. For me, I felt it. all the time. Okay? When I was commuting to and from work, okay? When I am dramatically standing in the shower. You know the pose, brother. I know you do. You're a man, so you've done it. Okay? Just one hand on the wall, water, right? Right here, just water here, okay? Like a waterfall. Like you are, some kind of uh, uh, old ancient warrior that is that found an actual waterfall and is taking this brief respite, okay? And then contemplating all his life choices and, okay, all of the enemy soldiers he just had to slaughter, okay, so that his king could escape from the castle. This example is in shambles now, but you've definitely done that though, and I would do that every single day. I'm a daily showering type of dude, and I would do that, and it would haunt the freaking crap out of me. What would haunt me? What I wanted. Where I want to go in life is what would haunt me all the time. It would remind me, and I didn't even want to be reminded. I took very careful steps. I took precautionary measures, bro, not to be reminded. How is this possible? I am sipping the drinks. You know what I'm saying? I am vibing with the people. They're talking to me right now. Oh, I am smoking the puffs. It's rotating. Okay. And now it's back to me. And I feel so elevated. Maybe I should just not take another hit and pass it along. But I never did because I didn't want people to be like, haha, look, Kumo can't hold his smoke. Doing all these types of things, like literally in queue. My controller's right there, but I don't want to like touch anything right now because I'm really scared of, just like messing what we got going on right here. But my controller's literally right there. I want to pick it up so bad. It's covered in wires. My cable management is just not that great, and so it's like I got the controller. How is this possible? I am queuing from match to match to match, and I haven't been winning. So now I'm upset, and so now I'm rage queuing. No, I'm queuing with anger. Surely I will win more now. And it's still bothering me. It's still haunting me. It's still following me. You don't even really want to live like this, though. That's the thing. You're paying your bills. Great. The ends are meeting. Fantastic. You don't even want them to meet like that. You want to do more with yourself. You want to see more of the world. And that's very general. It is. It's very broad, but you narrow it and you narrow it and you narrow it by getting ultra specific on what it is that you truly want out of life. It's two simple conditions to fulfill right here, brother. I promise. You fulfill them, you're good to go. Okay? Do not allow it to harm you. I know that's subjective. I used to do so many things that were harming me that I didn't think were harming me, or I knew, and I just didn't want to admit it so that I could keep doing it. But you just really want to try to make sure, no, this is actually not, no, this is not gonna make me live for a shorter amount of time. This is actually hurting me. Like, ow, this hurts, but it's okay. I'll deal with it. No, like this is not messing with you. And of course, number two, you are not harming anyone else. You're not trolling anybody else, bro. That leaves you with, no biggie. The rest of life, that leaves you with like the rest of the universe. It's okay. This is not hurting me. It's not hurting anybody else. Okay, what do I want to do? You got to figure that out. It will be a lot easier when you know who you are. But then you figure out this is actually what I really want to do. And like, brother, so you go. And you go there. And you might be thinking right now, for you, how the heck does that happen? how does that happen? How do you feel? That's not actually really that good of a question. I'm just being very dramatic right now. It's okay. We'll keep it going. How do you feel when you wake up? I started there, straight up. I started there. I was waking up like I wanted to say zombie, but it wasn't even like that. I feel like zombie would have been better than how I was waking up. I was waking up like a corpse. I was alive, but not living. And I was tired all the time, but I was not dead. I was a corpse. And I was waking up every single day like that. Just like, already? Did you catch that, bro? Already, as in, I don't want to be here. The reluctance. Oh, another day. Great. Of my life. That's how I knew I was in trouble. Waking up like that, I had absolutely no desire to live my own reality. I didn't want to have anything to do with it. And I didn't want to have anything to do with my reality because I wasn't willing to do anything about it. That's what this comes down to. When you know exactly where it is that you want to go and it's as specific as possible, let me just try. I make this much right now. Let me try and make this much in a couple of years. It's not these massive, gigantic leaps in stripes, Superman style, the whole building in one leap. You know what I'm saying? However, the mantra for his legend goes. You don't have to do it like that. It's all good. You can do it in you can do it in chunks of what's manageable for you. Any man would love to go from skinny fat to jacked, right? Where are we at right now? Yes, of course, the new year just started, like literally. So excuse me, so we in January right now, and it's like it's possible, but it is definitely going to be really difficult if the goal were to be skinny fat to jacked by June, right? Just in time for Suns Out, Guns Out. You know what I'm saying, bro? For the ladies, of course. Of course. Why do any of us lift and build big muscles and whatnot? Is it not for her or for any man that felt what I was saying earlier in tonight's episode? Is it not for the wifey? Okay, yes. Yes, honey. This is all for you. They're looking. I'm not looking though. I can only see you. And that's why I lift. So lift. If that's what you want to do, bro, you want to get in better shape, you gotta where you're headed. I want to be jacked, which is a wonderful destination for any man. I highly recommend it. Do not do steroids. I'm going to drop that just real quick for this podcast. I don't know how old you are. I don't know how young the youngins really be pulling up to the Pillars of Man. I'm going to tell you right now, brother. No care. It's fine. Don't do the gear. I don't care what you see on the internet. No, don't do it. Little creatine. Have you finished puberty? I would ask you that first. If you have finished puberty, okay, you drop in some creatine. Cool. But keep it natural. That's the way to go. That's longevity right there. Get some weight in your life. Okay? I do it all. I do Owen. Yeah, only what you need. You know that company? Freaking fire. Sea salted caramel. It's goated. It's so delicious. They literally just came out with you know what Owen just dropped? Clearly I want them to sponsor me. Owen just dropped this protein shake company. How did we get here? It's okay. No. It's delicious though. They just dropped sea salted caramel 2.0. It's so good. It's so good. And get some, Core Elite. If for any lifter that hears this, like you just hearing me say Core Elite, you know we on the good stuff now. It's so crazy. Core Elite literally is I don't know if there's a higher protein count single serving protein shake bottle. If there is, I've never seen it in my life, not yet. 42. All right. It's like 30's good, right? Isn't like 30's dope? And then they were like amateurs, and they were like, add 12. I like that. I like that number. Add 12. 42 grams. Fantastic. Literally tastes like it came right out of an ice cream parlor, like old school. I don't know why. I'm feeling Tarantino vibes. I don't know why. Do you remember when they went to the diner and they were sharing the milkshake, like the old school diner with the old school cars and whatnots and the Shelbys and the, I don't know, the Impalas? I'm not a car dude. I'm just trying to like help you go into the scene. Pulp Fiction. It's like it was made there. Like just like like the fresh with the cherry and the glass. I was trying to say bottle. It's not a bottle. It's literally just a glass with the grooves though. And you know the red and white twirly straw. Okay, you put two, bend it for you and your woman. Corley tastes like that. That's enough. That's enough for the protein stuff. Get some good protein, get some good food, bro, and lift and get jacked. That's gonna put you on an adventure. And you don't believe me? Just look at your life right now, real quick. Like, let's do this together. How does it have to change right now in this very moment in order for me to start taking the steps necessary for me to get jacked? You're gonna have to make some time. You're gonna have to make some sacrifices. Yes, brother, you are going to have to get more disciplined. Are you able to go in the morning? Are you an early bird meathead? Or are you a graveyard shit? Excuse me, graveyard shift, vengeance of the night type guy going near closing because you have to go after work? You got to figure that out. You got to schedule it in and you got to make it there. And you got to pick up and put down and pick up and put down and pick up and put down that iron. And you go get jacked. It's a little bit more complicated than that. I got you on that too. It's one of the things I do here at the Pillars of Man. But I'm winding down now. And let's get to the best part. And I don't know if this is actually the best part. It is for me because it's my favorite. And that would have to be enjoy it. Brother, please. You're going to take the time to figure out who you are as a man today and moving forward. And then you're going to take the time to figure out where it is that you're trying to go in life. You're going to be a man that has direction. You are going to have purpose. You are going to have a goal, a destination. Yo, what's up? What's up, bro? Oh, that's what you're getting up to? That's your life. Those are the vibes that you are on. That's cool. I'll catch you later. It's not that I don't want to spend more time with you, but I gotta keep it going because where I'm trying to go is over there. Where is that? You know. I don't know. They won't know because it doesn't matter if anyone else recognizes it, approves of it, likes it or not. You're not hurting you. You're not hurting anyone else. And that's where you want to go. Go, brother. It will breathe life into you because you are alive. And you deserve to see what it's like to want to live it. You need to be able to wake up for tomorrow, but at the same time, knowing how difficult it's going to be, because maybe you've been doing this for a while and you have your schedule, and in that schedule, there's so much of responsibility. It's a lot of errands on there. It's a lot of action items, a lot of actionable steps, a lot of to-dos, and it's tough. And you got to get through it. I got to wake up for this, get up super early, hit the shift hard, clock in, clock out, do well enough. My boss doesn't look at me and it's just like, do I want to keep this guy? You're not that guy. No, you smooth. So that you right. You need to be at a certain point. Depends on the job, but I don't believe in unskilled labor. I believe there are only unskilled workers, and you skilled, and that's how you make your bread. So you can put bread on your table, you keep the lights on, all that good stuff, and then you clock out. You got to deal with that commute. Hopefully, it's not too killer for you. Mine's decent, you know. Depends on how far away I am. And then your life begins. And the sun's probably setting. But you still got to get to it. You still got to get to the gym. You still got to continue to work on the side business. You still got to hit YouTube. You got to talk to ChatGPT for a while because you need to learn more. You're just not that well versed yet, or you do not have a good enough idea for how to really launch, this business, this model, this hustle, this gig, this hobby, this channel. Content creation. Anyone can do content creation. From what I've observed, it's a human thing to create. It's just, what do you want to make? That's a really beautiful question to try to answer for the rest of your life. And now that I've said that, I want you to keep in mind this is not something that you do overnight. You can, but I bet you it will take you a little bit longer. It might take you the rest of your life. Figuring out who you are, knowing where you are going, and then fighting. Doing everything that you can, letting no one take this from you, bro. Because you need this in life. You deserve to have this in life. Especially as a man who can follow these two principles. You are not hurting yourself and you are not hurting anyone else. Then why not? Why not for you to be able to love it? This is me. I do me every single day. Because this is how I am enjoying my existence. Enjoy the training. I know that sounds so crazy. Training is pain. Literally. For guys that are like, no, it's not. What? What are you doing at the gym? It's not supposed to hurt. I don't. It might be some different objectives. I'm not even trying to hate like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trolling like that on the internet. I'm just saying, I don't know if that's hypertrophy. Hypertrophy is painful AF. Oh my God. It hurts so much. I'm on deload right now. If you don't know what that means, that's just rest. It's either way lighter training or just straight up rest. And I just like to say deload because it makes me sound like a fancy bodybuilder. So it's really just rest week. I'm on rest week right now because my body was like, if you don't stop, then you'll never lift another day in your life. Try me. So I was like, okay. And I'm on like gym vacation right now and I'm in pain. I'm not even training, bro. And I'm in pain. So my body's recovering. It's like kind of a part of the recovery process. That sounds like such a gym addict thing to say. No, like, trust me, bro. The pain is no. Seriously. It's a part of the process, and I'm trying to learn how to enjoy it more in life. I am trying to get really good at this. You're here right now in real time for one of what I hope to be many, many, many episodes for my podcast. So you're witnessing my work in progress. I'm trying to really just get good. And how good is it when you're getting help? This is helping you. Then I know like, oh, okay, like not bad. Like some of you, I'm getting some views. That's super fire. Some of you are even blessing me with thumbs up. Oh my God. I'm just like, oh, bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. God is great. This is crazy. This is actually positively impacting, benefiting somebody. And you need to feel that. You need to know what that's like. It brings you out of yourself. I have found it is so difficult to get all up in your feels when life is hard, when life is like really difficult, because life is difficult for everybody. That's the thing. That's kind of a law of existence. That's how I see that for any soul born into the human experience, especially the modern human experience. And then for you and me, brother, the modern male human experience. You get born into that, oh, you're going to feel some anguish. There is going to be some pain and suffering. I got clowned not too long ago. Well, I bumped into a friend that I haven't seen in a long time. Last time we vibed was years ago, and they still somehow recognized me. And I did that little embarrassing thing where I was just like, no, please, please, please don't recognize me. I grew out my peach fuzz so that this dude would not recognize me. And I was like 20 feet away. And my man was just like, hey. I was like, oh no, bro. And he ran up to me. I was like, you didn't run. You didn't run. But he did. Like, just to make sure I couldn't escape. I swear to God, that's why he was like Usain bolted himself over to me. And like, just to be like, yo, bro, what's up with you? It's been so long. And we got to talking. And at the very end of it, he like really gave me a wake up call. He was kind of just like, I feel you, dude. And it's been so long and I still got love for you. And then I started to tear up and it got like a little, weirdly sentimental right there. And he was like, what I'm getting is, so there's a lot of pain. I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, there's a lot of suffering. I was like, yeah. And he was like, and you're really horny. And I was like, yup. And then he looked at me and was just like, bro, there's not much else. I was like, oh God. I was like, oh man, bro. Like, he actually has such a fine point right there. I can't even rebuttal my man. He just spitting facts at me right now. And that was it's all good. That was a long time ago. I just want to share that story with you because it's so true. It's so true. It's like, you know what I'm saying? The modern male human experience. What do we have here? We got a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. This dude is down bad. He's like super horny. We don't have much else right here. That's no way to live, bro. Oh, you need so much more than that. Are you kidding me? You are both a human being and a man, and you have capacities and capabilities that you deserve to see blossom and bloom, brother. The only way for you to do that is remember. Figure out who you are in life so that you can establish your orientation. And so you may know, all right? It doesn't matter if this is some fire, super gorgeous looking like, I don't know, Miss Sweden 2026. Like, why are you a cashier? Why are you not in the pageant? This is crazy. But I'm so blessed because now I can talk to you. And so it doesn't matter if it's her or it doesn't matter if it's the wifey. Okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been married to her. It's been like, I don't know, 15 years or something like that. We've been together for a very long time. I love her. I love her to life, but it's like, I definitely need my weekends. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, no brunch. No, you go hang out with your parents. Okay. All right. I can't, it's no way I'm seeing my in-laws this frequently. Darling, please. I just want to watch the game. And so, you know what I'm saying? So you do that. It could be like that. You're both ends of the spectrum. But you still know where you're going. You still know where you're going, bro. And never forget that is when you need to begin enjoying the heck out of your life. Because what more is there to take from you, a man who understands himself and understands what it is that he's going for in this world and in this life? Of course, that's for you to enjoy. All of it. the ups and the downs, the struggles, the wins, and the losses. Brother, there may be many, many more losses than there will be wins. It does not matter because this is who you are and this is your way of life. The modern man needs this. Perhaps our generation, this time period of men more than ever. I know you've heard of this before, bro, most likely. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. I will let you decide where we are right now in that cycle. And that's what I mean by perhaps it is the men of today that need to understand who they are and need to know where they are going and need to enjoy the freaking heck out of it for the rest of their days. And I believe as males, modern males, we can really start doing better collectively, all of us, okay? Like women, you're all fantastic. Okay, women make the world go round, as the as old school used to say when I was a kid. Just adults, and they do, they really do. But they're okay. Leaving them aside, for men to do better, have better, be better. This is it right here, brother. This is right here, this little trinity that I wanted to pass on to you tonight, and I really hope it helps. And if you are looking for another fellow doing the same on the internet, you come by with me, you check me out right here, bro, on the Pillars of Man podcast. That's what I do. I talk a little bit about everything and anything that goes into God, movies, anime, on nights like this, philosophy, and bodybuilding, all aimed at any man who wants to be his best self. I thank you so much for being here, bro, vibing with me, checking all this good stuff out. You like content like this, hit that subscribe button for me. Right? You on Spotify? Give me a follow. Wherever you find this, follow me because I do hope to see you real soon in my next one. But until then, take it easy. Take good care of yourself. And I love you so much. Peace.